the start of a size P sixpence coin ring. This is the first start of the fold. I think people have already seen the punching of the hole and the starting of the fold. What I wanted to do in this video was show you just how important it is to clean the hole where it's punched. And the reason for that, I'll zoom out a little bit, because otherwise the camera's going to wobble quite a bit, is that on any coin, especially one as delicate and dainty as this, where we've got the stamped impression, so I don't know if you can see here, just above the E of the pence there, we have, and I can't really, I've got nothing, actually I might be able to point with this, hang on, right, so we have here the potential for a crack. So what I need to do is ensure that all of this rim here and over here is as clean and polished as possible, because once we start stretching this, we increase the potential for the whole coin just to split, and then it becomes scrap, which is a shame. So next part is to polish that as much as I can using different grades of emery cloth. These little things are quite good. These are little emery pads. They've got, as you can see, this is takes the form of the ring. We've got slightly coarser and slightly more less coarser, whatever the term for that is, finer, coarserer. And then we anneal it, and then we start stretching it on this machine here. Yes, we do. So back when we're ready to do that. So that now is after it's been polished, and I think hopefully the camera will be able to pick up on the difference in the finish there. It's a bit hard to focus on this because I'm using my telephone instead of actually going and finding a decent camera to do this with. So there we have it. Sorry about the flickery light. That should be a little bit less flickery. Polished. Now it's time to start forming it on this machine here. Yeah. This is a process called annealing, and what it actually does is by heating the metal up, it softens it, and when it's softened, it stands less chance, hang on, focus, it stands less chance of splitting. So that nice polish I just put on there, if you look at it now, it's not quite so nice looking, but this is now soft enough to dry it off, and then I'm going to put some tissue over here, and we're going to start stretching. Dry it off first. This is starting the stretch, and as you can see at the moment we're just slightly larger than the size C, and we need to go all the way down to P. And with a ring, sorry, with a coin the size of a sixpence, it's a lovely challenge, and it's one that we've got to do very gently and very slowly. Ooh, better get going then. It's going to take about another, I think, 7 or 8 annealings. That's on the blowtorch over there, and gradually start opening it out on the ring stretcher. But it's a lot of sizes to go. Right, come on in, get on with it. We're down to an M. Not far to go now, but this is where it really does get exceptionally critical, because to stretch a ring you're using less and less of the metal each time. You're taking what's there and making it, oh come on, focus please, hang on, look. So this is where I'm now going to polish this inside edge again, just in case. It looks alright, I can't see any imperfections, but this is where any that potentially are there will be amplified and we will lose the entire ring. Doesn't look that attractive at the moment, does it? Looks like a rusty old thing that you might have dug up at the garden. Right, polish it, anneal it and stretch it again. So I'd give you a quick glance after it was polished, and there's absolutely no imperfections on that cut edge at all. Fantastic. Just thought I'd give you a quick glance of how I do the stretching on the ring stretcher. I'm not actually going to do it because I need 2 hands, because I need to hold that and push that lever up at the same time, which then forces these splines out and as a consequence makes the ring bigger. But metal on metal would completely destroy all of the detail on the inside of the ring. So I put a piece of kitchen towel between them and it just cushions it so that this doesn't flatten the inside detail. Because of the process, you're always going to lose some of the inside detail of the coin. It's inevitable, completely inevitable, but this protects the bulk of the lettering on the inside. I know it doesn't really matter because it's never been seen, but I know it's there. So I like to try and preserve the coin in all of its glory. Right, we're not far off a P. Please, Bob. That won't mean anything to many people. Well, that, I'd have to say, is a perfect P. And the nice thing about these sixpences is because they had such a nice reed on the outside, it leaves that little step. I don't know if you can see. Now, with other coins, I'll usually try and flatten it off, but with the sixpence, come on, focus, it actually looks rather regal. No, I like. The question now, and I will need to contact the customer, and I will do so in a moment, is what finish do they want? I'm very pleased with the way this has turned out, actually. I'm going to give it a quick polish. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Very happy with this. Yeah, I like the positioning of the lettering as for using a slightly larger punch. And for a size, even for a size P, I think it's quite a nice kind of dainty. Using that larger punch, I think's worked. Right, let's polish it up, see what it looks like. The big reveal. And some fireworks. The fireworks aren't for the big reveal. That's polished up lovely. And I don't know if you can see in the inside, we've managed to retain, that's through putting the paper cushion, we've retained quite a lot of the detail on the inside. By stretching it though, up to this size, it's impossible to really keep it, but I am very, very happy with the way that's turned out. The only question now is, I need to contact the customer and I'll send them a copy of this video or a link to this video. What finish? I like this polished finish, but I can also make it kind of like antique patina, or just burn it again and put a lacquer on it, and it makes it look like it's just been dug up out of the ground. Some people like that. I like this, but it's not my rig. I just made it. And I always give the customer the opportunity to choose what finish they want, but I'm very, very pleased with the way this has turned out. What I would normally do now is I'll give that another quick just polish with a cloth, not with anything else, just with you know, one of these whatever they are, polishing cloths. Then clean it in acetone just to take any of the oil from my skins off, and then put a ceramic lacquer, give it a dip in a ceramic lacquer so it leaves like a glass like finish. That's what I would generally do. Some people, in fact it's become quite fashionable now, like to take it in this state with no lacquer. Of course what will happen is it will tarnish, but they like the way that it gradually tarnishes. Fair enough. Again, the customer's always right. I do like this. Even the ceramic lacquer, any lacquer or powder coating or whatever, will wear off in time because it's a ring. You can always, here's a little tip for you boys and girls, you can always remove all of the lacquer using nail varnish remover, clean it all up, and then reapply a nail varnish gel, clear nail varnish gel, and then that will be, it's not as good as the ceramic lacquer that I put on. Otherwise I'd save my money and just buy nail varnish gel. But sorry, I'm whippling on, wibbling stuff on when I should really just be making this video ready to be viewed by the customer so they can decide what finish they want. It's just that I'm a bit stunned on how beautiful this has actually turned out. And I hope everybody who watches this video will agree, or especially the customer. Right, that's that for now, boys and girls. What a lovely morning this has turned out to be.